Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the 20th episode of Mahoutsukai Precure. And last episode, I believe we climbed a tree to find the headmaster, and at the end of the day, we got a door that we can now open. I think we drew ourselves a key. So now we get to go inside, and hopefully we get to find the headmaster in there. What's he up to? Who knows? I mean, I imagine we will find out soon enough, right? So let's jump onto that door. It's like I slightly moved something I wasn't supposed to, but it's fine. Okay, for real this time. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's what we're here for. There's the key, and we get to finally go in after being cliffhangered last time. Okay, I mean, this place looks familiar. Is this where he went? Does the door lead here? I am not sure what to make of this. Why is he here? Huh. What's the plan here? Okay, we just have freaking the headmaster walk up to the final boss like it's no big deal by himself. Suki suki toki meki uki uki suki suki keki deki gai kofun. I mean, I was a little bit too. I was thinking about the previous scene. I kind of jumped in a little bit late on that song, but yeah, just what's going on here? Like, yeah, what is going through the headmaster's head is what I want to know. Because I don't think we're gonna have any. I don't know. I'll just focus on the opening for now. Tanken Boken. Bada bada. Soretare bora hore bore hara dare dai henshin. I just have a little bit of it. So does the door seriously lead there? Really? You're a stuffed animal. How badly do you need food? I mean, I would imagine you were stuffed. But oh, we're in a town. Or wait, did he? Oh wait, does the door take you where you want to go? Is that how it works? Because he was talking about the food, the grapes. Is that how it works? Because that could be really useful. It is quite surprising. Nice. But you still shouldn't come here by yourself. But, I guess he's confident. Audible gasp. Well, we're on different sides of this conflict, so we're not going to agree on that. So. Okay. You be quiet. Stop telling the door where to take us. Yeah, we know this spot. Mofa Bakery. Maybe it is a different spot. I don't know. I thought it was at one place, but what do I know? We really don't have time for this. Yeah, it's kind of like magic. Like the door responded to your desires, your wish. Yeah, exactly. That's another way to phrase it. So be showed. Stop thinking, Mofu. Okay, it looks like we're on the same page, so it should work this time? Question mark. Yeah, it did. We just casually walked into their dramatic encounter. They were not expecting this. I don't think anybody was expecting this. Don't mind us. We're just gonna go back where we came from. Well, they really did. They just pieced on out of there. Wow. Okay. I I kind of can't believe that all just happened. He was there. Yeah, we found him, but we regretted it real quick. They just seriously backed up out of there. I mean, of course they come back, but it's still, that was hilarious. Might have been the funniest thing in the show so far. Scene was amazing. Yeah, we're here for real this time. Oh no, the door's gone. That's a problem. That means we're stuck here this time. I can't get over that last scene. I gotta refocus. We are not here to hand it over. Skeleton hand. You keep your dark hands away from them. Well, that was pretty cool. I mean, I assume it was the headmaster using magic. Got like a full-on rod weapon, looks like. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the guy's good. We haven't seen him fight really before, so it's great to see that. So we can have these two 1v1. Oh. Tell me. I want to be in the loop. Is that your real name? That is a pretty distinctive voice. So it's like an old friend of yours, a brother? Kushi. That's a name that will strike fear within you. Kushi. Okay, we have an identity. And that emerald's hard to find. Yeah, that's not good. Went down the wrong path. Gateway dark magic. And that's how he led to this. I kind of figured it as much. So let's try to prevent that. But they keep talking about how weak his body is, so he shouldn't be that much of a threat, right? Right? Yeah. Need to show him our rod. It's not cute when you do it either. But it was a little bit cool, though. I've got my battle hat. But there's no way he's going to be able to deal with this by himself, right? The Precures are going to have to help, I'm sure. Especially with friggin' Batty here. Oof. Oh! Well, that looked like it did not work out for him. Whatever happened. What did happen? I guess just, yeah, his power overwhelmed him. Stockpiling, okay, that makes sense. Because, yeah, you talked about how he never uses magic for a while, so that was really just for this day. That all comes together rather nicely if that's the case, yeah. Let's go. That does look like a lot of power. I mean, it's no Precure, but it's a lot of power. Even Batty getting blown away. I'd imagine it's being pretty cool this episode. Finally get something to do. But yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't be enough, because we gotta have our Precures be the true stars of the show. The show's not called Headmaster, after all. Bum, 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 bum. Are we really already halfway through? Yeah, how much more could he do, though? Did we call him Kushi? That's his real name. Yeah, they haven't done much in this scene so far. I imagine that will change soon. Is the Headmaster done with this fight for now? Are you okay, Headmaster? That's a real question. You look, he just aged 50 years. I mean, I know we talked about his age being a mystery and all that. I guess releasing all that magic just did that. Is it, can we reverse that with if magic recovers, or is that like a permanent thing now? Now that he's an old man, he just looks silly in that hat. Oh no. Oh no, he's got the... Oh no. Okay, this is getting bad really quick. Come on, girls, Precure up. Whip out those Flinkle wands, like now. Well, sorry that we didn't read the smartphone manual. Maybe you should sit down. Yeah, we need a Precure, like, now. Like, we should have done it 5 minutes ago, honestly. Like, right after we got through that door. Maybe then we wouldn't have had it taken from us, but... we're gonna let that go as long as you guys get it back. And we are breaking out Ruby, so we are serious. Cure miracle. Cure magical. Of course, in reality, they're both magical and they're both miracles, so... Yes. Did you not know that's who they were? Did they just reveal their secret identity to that guy? But anyway, fight! That could have gone better, but that's just the first attack. We got time. Man, that's the second time he's been blown away. Really makes it feel like his background character. It is odd that we're fighting the final boss like in episode 20. Like, there's still a lot of episodes left. So, yeah, surely this can't be like a complete win. Oh, that was a kick. Is that behind him crater impact? Still not going well though. Our precures are impressive, but jeez. That's a lot of power. You know, I'm just kind of waiting for him to break into little pieces. That's what I'm hoping happens, and they dropped their Linko wands. We really should pick those up. Mofurun, could you like grab them for them and hand it to them, maybe? Oh, he's not done yet. Headmaster. But still, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. But he tried, that's what matters. Don't talk like that. We're getting up. And neither headmaster. Those lessons coming in handy. This is what we train for. Oh yeah, the writing scene. The sky writing. Hachama's grown up so much. Finishing each other's sentences. That's how I know they're serious. So I'm expecting a turnaround now. Oh, did the emerald show itself? Yes, I think it did. Are they the emerald the whole time? Because we definitely saw it pop up there. I'm not quite sure how to take that, but they're definitely implying that it popped up somehow. But for now, let's show this bad guy our crimson burning passion of fiery passion, strength, power. Oh, Linko! Let's see if he can take this. Because most people haven't been able to survive our wands, so... Let's see if Skeleton Boy can. Passionale! Which I'm still not sure is a word, but... we're using it anyway. Okay. I mean, if anyone can take it, it would be this guy. Or you could just do that. God damn it. Just like teleport away. And could you imagine we have an Emerald Precure form? Is it like, yeah, drawing all the Linkletones to it? That makes sense. And something's definitely happening here. Yeah, that's the one. It's finally made its appearance. You don't you dare touch it, bad guys. Yeah, maybe some from our team should try to get it first. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Poor baddie. Can't touch this. Yeah. Hopefully what's happening right now is a good thing. Because I'm worried it's not. Yeah, this does not look good. I disagree. I think this is horrible, actually. This is very, very bad. This is very, very, very bad. We are kind of screwed now. Yeah, nobody missed this. This is kind of a big deal. He got a lot bigger, didn't he? Well, screw you. Okay, for a skeleton, he actually looks fairly muscular. Well, I guess we could call that a loss. Like, you know, I was kind of hoping when we started seeing a beam of light go out of the emerald, I was kind of hoping the emerald was just kind of like grab the smartphone away from the bad guy and give it to the Precures. There's no logical reason to expect that would be a thing, but I still kind of believed it anyway. So it took a good few seconds for me to just kind of accept that that's not what was happening. I think deep down I knew what was happening. I did. Things were looking so positive. Our girls were all ruby. They got their Linkle wands out. They had a big old blast of power. Then suddenly a teleportation thing happened. Suddenly the emerald was there. It was sucking up other Linkle stones, and it shoots power over to the bad guy. Because they took the smartphone from us. Then it grew 10 times bigger. Probably a lot more powerful too. So, where do we go from here? Because this is not looking good. Kyuu. The only good thing is I think Batty died. Okay. Okay. Well, that was the 20th episode of Mahoutsukai Precure, and it did not have a positive ending. It did not at all. Okay, so where do I begin with this episode? Where do I begin? Well, first of all, it became obvious pretty quickly that our headmaster actually went to the bad guy's lair. You know, we already knew about him getting divinations and stuff from the crystal ball, and that apparently was for finding the location of the bad guy and, you know, also getting his identity figured out. So the headmaster, yeah, pretty much the detective role of the story, you know. So he got that all figured out. And our girl just kind of piggybacked on that to go there while trying to go to him, right? But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. At first, we were just kind of experimenting with the door because we opened it trying to go to the headmaster, but instead we went to a place with like grapes, you know? So at that point, it became pretty obvious with how the door works. It takes you where you're thinking about where you want to go, right? And that's why we just went to whatever Mofurun's whims were, basically. But once we figured out, you know, what's going on, we all got onto the same page, thought of the headmaster, and opened the door. And this is what was one of the best scenes of the show. Probably almost definitely the funniest scene of the whole show. Because they walk in there, and what are they walking on? The headmaster in the bad guy's lair confronting the big baddie. They just casually strolled on into this situation, you know? They're just still standing there smiling. They haven't quite processed what's going on just yet. A few seconds pass and they just kind of slowly walk backwards through the door. It's funny because after they walked in there, that was the first thing that came to mind. Like, okay, let's just slowly walk back and leave. And then they did that. And then they did that. Like, they seriously did that. Like, it wasn't even like a couple steps half joking thing. No, they walked all the way out of there. I don't know, that was the best thing. That was just the best thing. Because everybody was just so confused, you know? They walk in there. They had no idea that this is what the headmaster was doing, you know? So they walked into this very unexpected scenario. And then these two, you know, these guys are all in this big old epic battle. Well, the battle hasn't really gotten rolling yet, but they're in this kind of final boss encounter kind of scenario, and everything's pretty serious and tense. And then we have a couple of cute girls stroll on in, being like, hey guys, what's up? Like, talk about a mood killer from their perspective. So just... yeah, then they came back in there. That was just the best. I mean, overall, it was a pretty grim episode, but that was the funniest thing. So I appreciated that. That couldn't have been any better if they tried. I'm gonna watch this scene a couple more times before I watch the next episode. I can tell you that. So that was that. And yeah, the identity of the big bad guy, Kuchi, I think they called him. He's like somebody that used to be a friend of his. They were working together and he went down the wrong path, right? So it's that kind of scenario. Because they gave us that kind of backstory, it almost makes you think there may be some potential to save him, but I don't know. What happened to him, it did seem pretty final, you know, what he's become. I don't think there's any way to reverse that, but you never know. You know, miracles, they do happen in these kind of shows, so... who knows? We'll see. We got to see the headmaster become an old guy. That was unexpected, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Like, if you've seen Yu Yu Hakusho, which I hope you have, because that's one of the best anime ever made, there was a character that, like, whenever she would use her, you know, like, full power, she would revert to her younger self, because that was, like, the prime of her life. It kind of reminded me of that. You know, somewhat similar concept, you know? The ideal form of yours being tied to your magic level, that kind of thing. That came to mind, definitely. But the headmaster himself, yeah, he was pretty impressive. Like, we actually found out about him kind of stockpiling his power, so suddenly a lot made sense about why he never uses power, because he talked about that. And it finally makes perfect sense if he was doing it for this purpose, to just use it all in this big, important fight. So that's great. We also got to see our Precures use their ruby forms, which is always a treat, for sure. But before they could really finish him off, we kind of zoomed on away, and then the emerald popped up, and I mean, you know the rest. You were there. Just darkness engulfing him, and he gets his new big bad body, so now he's a much greater threat than before. So, like, how is this gonna go? Is this gonna be like we're entering the second act sort of thing? We have to strategize and come up with a new plan and, you know, deal with this new thing? Or we'll be able to, like, next episode undo this? Like, I don't know. I'm not really sure which one of those two things I'm leaning towards, but him having this new form, like, surely he's going to be hard to defeat. Like, I don't know. I don't know where we go from here exactly. But, like, you can see the world kind of being engulfed in darkness. Like, we got shots of everyone all over the place getting to see what's going on here. So, this is bad. This is bad. Him being nourished by dark power. This is a really bad scenario. So I'm just gonna watch that scene of them walking in there a couple more times to make myself feel better. So that's how I'm gonna cope with it. Yeah, that was the episode. That's all I have to say. Hopefully things can still work out, because it's not looking great. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.